that's all we need.
All right, we'll come in.
Come in. Oh, yeah, it's all in the family.
Hey, steady on, old lad. Don't talk to me like that, you know. I'm one of your muckers. Members of the same club, as you might say. Barney's Doghouse.
Oh, what have you been up to?
Oh, not of now. I got a record, mate. I've been a bit of a midden in my time, you know, but keep that to yourself. How's Fred?
Oh, it's never been worse, mate, I'll tell you that.
You want to get some fresh air, you know. It stinks in here.
Hey, is she...
Well, she spent last night at home in her own bed. I couldn't help laughing when she come in, though. Our eldest face.
What's funny about it?
Oh, no, well, you know, has she hurt you, love? What's she done to you, love? All milk and pobs. Well, I'm sorry, you see that, because I've got it all behind me, you see. I mean, I know what you've got to face. I faced it every Saturday night, week after week, regular as clockwork, I'll tell you. Going home to me, ma'am. It's hard, lad. It's very hard. You haven't got a drop of the hair of the dog that bit you, have you? Do you good, you know?
There's a bottle over there.
Ah, good. You want to get out and get some fresh air, you know. That's why I like the milk round after a bad night. The first 3 crates are murder, I tell you. Then halfway down Mafeking Street, I start coming to. You can set your watch by it. The time the pubs are open, I'm singing like a lark. Cheers.
Hey, did you say anything about the shop?
Hey, that's a good idea, that, you know. That's a gold mine at that petty shop. It'd suit you two right down to the ground.
Oh, come off it, Stan. Can you see me chained to... Oh, look, would you mind being, pal? Don't start me off again.
No, seriously. It's a good little business, that, mate. I mean, you've got to think of Irma now, you know. I mean, she'd be behind the counter all day. All you'd have to do is count the takings at night.
Is that what you call it? Looking after Irma?
Oh, well, I told you I've been a bit of a midden of my time. Don't worry, they expect it, mate. I mean, they wouldn't love us if it wasn't for us folks, would they?
Your dad had too much respect for me than to behave like that.
Go on.
Well, not straight after we was married, any road. Oh, I know he turned a bit funny later on, but that was circumstances, was that?
Hey, shouldn't you put this one to one side for mending?
Well, it's only his vest, it'll not show.
Would if he had accident, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right, I never thought of that. Hey, Hilda, come on, have you got them ready? Yes, they're here, Chuck. Now, look, promise me something. If I put them in, will you come and collect them? 10:30.
You can't get rid of them, can you?
No, you can't, can you? Ta-ra. No, as I was saying, your dad had more respect. No, it's just like I said before. It's just as well you found out about it now. I was only thinking to myself lying in bed last night, what a mercy it is you haven't had kids.
We've only been married 2 months.
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Aye, I know what you mean.
Oh, well, the way we used to leave you on your own, thinking you was doing well for yourself.
Aye, and all the effort you put into it.
I used to say to your father, Stan, I used to say, it's all right. Things is different these days to what they was when we was courting. Besides, I used to say, we can trust our Irma. I was never one for caring what other folks said. And now David goes and makes a public exhibition of himself like that. You can't look folks in the face. And that story in the paper.
Oh, I was wondering when you was going to get round to
Do you know, it wouldn't surprise me if Kenneth Barlow hadn't told him all that just to cause trouble. He never liked this marriage. He made that very plain. Embarrassing us like that.
You wasn't embarrassed yesterday, was you?
You are?
I said you wasn't embarrassed yesterday when you went round telling everybody about it. You took to little mint balls, you was.
Oh, well, I've had time to think about it since then.
Have you? And so have I. And do you know what I think? I think I must have been mad to go and take me out from David like that. I'm ashamed, eh? I'm honest.
Well, you've got nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, yes, I have, and you're playing a different tune from what you played before we was married, aren't you? Oh. Yes, you are, and well, you know it.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to where I should have stopped last night.
You're never going back to him just like that.
Oh, yes, I am. And if you'd have done what you should have done, you'd have sent me back there last night.
Oh, let him sweat a bit.
It's me that's sweating. And if I have to, I'm going to crawl back on my hands and knees.
It seems strange going back to the Rhondda after all these years, Mrs. Barlow. It will, that. I think you will like these peaches, you know. I had some for my tea last night.
You found something suitable, then?
Aye, tobacconists. Got to manage it for an old comrade of mine. Rum chap, really. Sounds as though he's still in the army when he talks. Aye, but he's a good chap. Good chap is Randolph. He's got 5 shops altogether, you know. Works out all right. Well, there'll be a partnership for me there. Well, anything else you want?
Oh, 2 pounds of sugar, please.
Oh, sweeten up your old man, eh? Hey? Oh, Irma not out of bed yet, Mrs. Ogden?
Well, she just asked me to tell you she won't be in today.
Oh, a bit under the weather, eh? Not surprised. Oh, yes, sugar.
Yes, well, she just asked me to tell you.
Oh, is Irma not...
She's not coming in today.
Oh, is she back?
I wouldn't know where she is, I'm sure.
Shall I book it for you, Mrs. Barlow?
Yes, thanks. Hello.
Oh, hi.
You doing anything?
Oh, just lurching about.
Why don't you come round for coffee before you rush off? I'll go and put the kettle on.
I try not to come too near them tins, lad. I had a heck of a job getting them back up again.
Well, that's what I've come for, Mr. Pettier. But I'm awfully sorry about that trouble yesterday.
Oh, apology accepted, lad. Now, if you wouldn't mind telling your missus I'd like her back in the shop when you've sorted yourself out.
Right, well, thanks very much.
Getting like Skid Row in here. Was he sober?
Now then, Mr. Sharples, no need to blacken a lad's character for one incident that's past and forgotten. We often kick over the traces, don't we, Mrs. Corwell?
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, where were you last blind drunk?
When Charlie made his tonic. Only it wasn't tonic, Ena. It was something else. Only I didn't enjoy it. It made me feel real poorly. Oh, I'd never do it again.
Yeah, they all say that.
Oh,
Don't just stand there. Come in.
is Ken in?
Oh, look. Why don't you let it drop, Dave? He's not done you any harm.
No, I know. Just caught me on the wrong foot, that's all.
He's at the college. They're having a look at a bit of the canal near Bessie Street. Having it for a boating club if they can clean it up. He'll be back this afternoon.
Look, I won't stay for coffee, thanks very much.
Oh, please yourself.
But don't you think you ought to get yourself sorted out before you go looking for Irma?
I just want things back the way they were.
All you're after is a nice, lovey-dovey scene. And when that's over, you're going to be right back where you started.
So?
So, start thinking about what you're going to do after you've made it up. Look, I don't want to rub you on a sore spot, but the corner shop isn't a bad idea, you know.
Oh, come off it, Val. After football.
Oh, honestly, men, you never grow up. Everything can go to pot just so that you can have your bit of glamour. It's time you realise you can't have everything. Do you want that coffee or don't you?
Hey, look, Val, don't start on me.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's bad enough going through it all with Ken without you starting.
Yeah, but...
All right, so it isn't easy. Marriage isn't easy. Sometimes it's just a 7-day battle, especially the way you're going on. You ought to be very thankful that you've managed to save enough to get a little business. When I think of what some of the people around here have to put up with. Oh, go away. I've no patience with you.
Hey, now, steady on, Val.
Do you really think that Ken and me will be like we are if we carried on the way you're carrying on? Some of it's pretty hard work, you know. You don't get Technicolor and violins 24 hours a day.
Yeah, well, that's deep enough. That'll do. Get a battleship in there. Let's move over to that lot over there, Jackson, shall we? Hello. Been kipping on the canal bank again, have you, Jackson? You know, we need a corporation dust cart to get rid of all that lot. Well, I think that'll do. It's deep enough anyway. Hey, Nelson, come on. If you're finished with Lady Hamilton, here, give us a tow. Good. Well, I reckon that'll do. Kenny, mate, do you want to get out? Well, I'll get out. Come on. Hey, Tweedale, come on, get a grip.
Hello, teacher.
Oh, you don't miss much, do you?
Well, it was in the diary. Make a good story. Oh, a touch of the civic trusts. Venice preserved.
Yeah, well, I hope it's a bit better than the last one.
Oh, what was wrong with it? The paper liked it.
Oh, yeah, I can believe that.
Oh, come on, you can't just slam it like that.
No. Any half-educated twit who sets himself up as a god on a newspaper can slam at us. But let us try and slam back, and that's a very different story, isn't it? We're prejudiced, of course.
You're lovely when you're roused.
Oh, it's not just you, it's the whole thing.
What was wrong with the story?
Well, the story, it was terrible. It wrote like a Victorian lady novelist. It read like The Son of East Lynne.
Well, you can't win them all.
And I was misquoted all over the place. Hey, come on, you lot. Go on, get on with that log.
Well?
Well, listen, if you want it plain, you can have it plain. I'm not sticking my oar in.
Oh, your own daughter.
She's another man's wife.
She's never showed me her lines, you know.
You're not suggesting living over the brush, are you?
Well, no, of course I'm not.
Well, if it comes, I don't suppose you showed her birth certificate, did you?
What's that got to do with it?
Your lines have got nothing to do with her.
Mr. Ogden?
Yes, love.
What kind of cheese do you like?
Whatever suits the mice suits me, love.
Hilda, look, did you pick them up? Yes, I did, Chuck.
Oh, thank him for that.
Mrs. Taylor, what's your favourite cheese? A little brie, touch of camembert?
Oh, me love, I take it as it comes, straight from the cow.
Well, I think you're missing a lot in life.
Oh, well, sometimes I like a little blue round the edges, you know.
Me, darling, a little blue round the edges, but there's no harm in me. There was this Irishman, you see, who was on his...
Yes. How much would it cost for a new door?
Well, it'll cost you a tidy bit, you know, Mrs. Caldwell, and you won't get it off the landlord either with it not being rotten around.
Only it's the draft, you see.
Oh, well, we'll have to see what we can do. You see, I was planning that we should move on to a bigger sort of a job, like, we'd have to fit it in. Well, I'll let you know anyway, shall I?
Oh, very well then. Yes, thank you.
Hey, Jerry, what are you?
You've been chasing Jerry Booth about.
Oh, well, I don't suppose I'll be able to afford it anyway.
Afford what?
Well, it's my door, Ena. It's gone out of shape and it lets the draft in.
Oh, I don't suppose it'll cost a fortune.
Well, it's all right for you, Ena. You've got some money put away. It's all right for you.
Well, I'll be blowed. What's got into you all of a sudden?
Come on!
Well, what's so funny?
You're dead serious about your beautiful mill chimneys and viaducts.
I didn't say they were beautiful. I just said they meant something.
Like what?
Like history. Like parents, grandparents, the kind of lives they lived.
In the sort of life I want to live, we shall chop them all down. Chop, 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 chop. What we need in the industrial north is glamour.
You're always full of the joys of spring in the middle of winter.
Oh, it's reaction. It's like you kidding yourself that all this muck and rubble really means something. Me, I save for a holiday abroad every year.
Oh, yeah, to get away from it all.
You're so right, teacher.
You going?
Well, I've got enough to make a story on this. I'll try and write it in the manner to which you've been accustomed. Well, then.
Hey, you mad at me?
Oh, I think you're a lovely little fella, standing there in your little cruel sea outfit.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to be quite so tough on what you'd written.
Comment is free.
Yeah, but facts cost a bit more.
Everything costs something.
Look, all that guff I've given you now about beautifying the canal and all that, when you come to write it, don't send me up, eh?
I'm not sending you up.
No, but try and cut out all the pretentious stuff.
I never said it was pretentious.
No, it was going to sound pretentious, though, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, we live here and kids are brought up here, but all the chat in the world isn't going to make it sound like the south of France.
Which brings us right back to where we started. We could go on like this for hours, couldn't we? Look. You found my phone number on there. I'm open to conversion.
Well, we could start right now if you've got 10 minutes to spare. And there. Come and have a drink. It's Saturday.
What's so special about Saturday?
You know, it's one of those days.
Hi.
Hi.
Thought you weren't coming.
Well, I've been out, you see.
Oh.
I went to the flicks.
In town?
Yeah, this film. It was X-film about a big blob that was going to take over the world, you know. And it just went all over Piccadilly silly circus. You don't like it. Like a big evil blancmange going bleh.
Oh, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry. I ought to be undrawn and
No,
quartered.
no, it wasn't you. It was me. I shouldn't have walked out on you like that.
I asked for
shouldn't.
it.
Do you still want me?
It's me that should be asking you that.
Listen. You know what I said about the shop? Well, I think it was all daft, and I was wrong,
no,
and
listen,
I didn't mean...
I've changed my mind.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's a cracking idea.
Oh, you're just saying it because of
No,
me,
honestly, I've been thinking about it.
Honest, because if you didn't want to, I wouldn't want to,
honest,
you know, honest.
I think it's a marvellous idea. I must have been blind. Listen, I mean, we don't have to have it like he's got it. We can change things.
I know, I've always wanted to change things in that shop.
Well, there's that window, for instance, you know. I mean, whoever looks in it.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not worth looking into, is it? Oh, I could do things to that window.
Yeah. And, well, there's new lines.
Yeah?
I made a list.
No.
Go on, have a look at it.
I thought I'd better bring it in case them naughty lads from Maudsley Street took it. They were always taking Charlie's. Well, at least he said it was them.
Do you know, Mrs. Colwell, I just fancy a night out. Something different.
I miss Charlie, you know.
I've been stuck here getting his tea ready for when he gets back from football every Saturday for the past 22 years. Just fancy a night out.
I think I'll get another lodger. It does help, you know.
Now, what could I do that's a change?
It makes more work, of course.
I know. Why don't you and me go to the pictures?
Oh, I don't think I can tonight. I was going to stop in tonight.
Well, look, I won a voucher on the supermarket. I could treat you off that.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you to offer. Are you sure it'll be all right?
Yeah, of course. It'll do us both good. Oh. I'll tell you what, though. I'll not get his tea ready because he's bound to be late with them playing away. But I'll just check his pools. Do you think you could read them out off there?
Oh, well, I don't think I understand it properly.
Oh, it's easy. Look, I'll show you. You just shout out the draws off the stop press and I'll mark them down.
Oh, come, you can do better than that. Come under. Under again.
Oh, well, that's all.
Only 8 draws. Not much joy there. Still, never mind. There's always next week. Now, I'd just better write a note for Stan.
I used to do very well on the horses when Charlie were here, for a time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I seem to be able to understand the horses.
All a bit of a gamble, though, isn't it?
Charlie used to say I had the golden touch while it lasted.
Comes the day, though, eh?
I wonder if my luck would be in.
Oh, I shouldn't risk it if I were you, love.
No, I think I'd better not.
No. Well, there we are, then. Now, I'll just tidy myself up a bit and then I'm ready.
Oh, do you mind if I go and put my new coat on?
No, you go on. I'll call in for you.
Only I might as well wear it. After all, they can't take away from you what you've enjoyed, can they?
No, I don't suppose they can.
That brings back a few memories. I used to play that for my husband when we were courting. I used to play it after we were married and all. I used to look him straight in the eye and say, "Hey, I'm playing this for you, Alfred." And he used to look me straight in the eye back and say, "Don't talk so daft. That's marriage for you."
Oh, I don't know, Mrs. Sharples.
What was that piece of poetry my dad used to quote? Great fella for poetry, my dad. When the lamp is shattered, the light in the dust lies dead. When the cloud is scattered, the rainbow's glory is shed. How's that for a 40-year memory? Isn't it funny, the things that stick with you?
Well, some of us try to keep the romance going.
Ah, but it's most of the women, I think. You know, I know my mum and dad were in love with one another all their lives. He always tried to kid on he was a bit of a womanizer, but it was only gas.
Oh, I think they all like to think they've got a bit of glamour for somebody else.
Ah, I think they do, that's right.
Oh, set for a bit of shaky then, are we, Mr. Sharples?
Don't be any shaky in this house, there'll be trouble. No, she must stick to her scales.
Oh, you've been rapping her knuckles then, have you?
I have not, though I must confess that I've been tempted once or twice. Right, well, I think I've earned an hour in the Rovers, even though we'll have to spend it on my own.
Oh, isn't
Mrs. Caldwell not well?
Oh, yes, she's all right. She's just got a bee in her bonnet about staying at home tonight. Now, look, don't forget, no trying to run before you can walk. Stick to your scales. Good night, Kevin.
Right, cheerio, Mrs. Sharple.
Good night, Valerie.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. How'd you get on at the canal?
Oh, great. Great.
David came round this morning.
Oh,
I saw him in Petty's and I invited him round for coffee. And we had a long talk.
cooled down then, has it?
Yeah, it was me that blew up.
You?
Yes, I told him it was time he realised that he couldn't have everything, his cake and his halfpenny.
Hilda! Hilda! Hilda, are you up there, love?
Satisfactory as that. You have the same terms, £1,000 down, rest in instalments.
Right.
Ah, it's been nice doing business with you. Mind you, I might have got a bit more from that bookie fella, but at least I know you weren't Welsh on the deal anyway. A nice quick sale suits me.
Oh, we're very, very grateful to you.
We'll go round and see the Sylvester on Monday, eh?
Suits me.
What do you think he'll be like to work for, Mr. Petty? Looks a bit of a slave driver to me.
Likes a little joke, does your missus?
Me see him when you're a bit late of a morning, face like thunder, chivying all the time. It's written all over him, isn't it?
Take no notice, lad. Well, I think this course was a little bit of a drink, don't you?
No good looking at me.
I've got beer in and sherry.
But I'll have a small sherry, Mr. Petty, please.
Right. I don't think you'll come to any harm in this shop, you know, despite all the little heartaches that Mrs. Sharples will give you. A beer, David, lad?
Just a small one.
Yeah.
Oh, small, like that, he means, you know.
Yeah. She's pulling your leg again, David, lad. You'll have to watch it, you will, lad.
Lloyd George knew my father, father knew Lloyd George. Lloyd George knew my father, father knew Lloyd George. Lloyd George knew. Hey, Jack, get him in with it. Keep him rolling on closer. Lloyd George knew my father.
If this keeps up, I shall have to put another barrel on.
This medal's worth a fortune at this rate.
Oh, you can afford it.
Hey, listen, hang on a minute. Let's have a bit of syncopation. Bit of the okey-cokey, yeah? The left leg down, the right leg, make him miss both, yeah? Take him miss both. Go in the old man. You do the okey-cokey and you turn around. That's what they call a round.
How much will you want?
Okey-cokey,
According to my reckoning, if Roddy says it's right, it must be £75,000 on the bottom side. Come on, Annie, get some of them glasses rolling.
What would something like that do with £75,000?
I dare say he'll find a use for it.
Give us something quick, then. Talk nice and snappy, yeah? Any old hand. Any old hand. Any old hand. Any old hand. You look at you look after the
load on it. Can I give you a hand?
That's very kind of you, lad. Get me a few empty pine pots in, will you? Mrs. Walker's not survived the shock.
Hey. You know, there's only one thing I wish.
You wish you posted your coupon?
Oh, no, posted that. I posted it myself. I wish our Hilda was here.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely, Jack?
Oh, where are you, my little corn plaster? Where are you?
Hilda, where art thou? I want to take you for my all.
Would you credit it?
What's that, Mrs. Sharples?
All them fellas in there, they wouldn't give him 2 words 12 months of the year. Look at him now. He yells free beer and he's everybody's friend. Mrs. Sharples? Come to Mr. Ogden. Say, well, good out, Sam, good out. We're very glad to hear about your good luck.
Where's mine? Hey, just give him one, Jack. Hey, she's there, she's there. My lady wife, my lady wife! Oh!
What's it all about?
We've come home, love.
He's grabbed it.